Hey guys, it's BLTdAXn here from ETR Gamer, and oh sorry, I'm going a bit fast, and I'm just going to show you a game I played. I can't actually remember playing the game. It was about a week ago. Actually, I remember bits of it. I remember the last bit of the game. As you can see, this was a pretty long game. But basically, what happened is I think I went for a Stargate opening, and it's just sort of like he goes for a 4 gate, I believe it is. Find out if I'm right in a second. But yeah, it's just sort of like this is. I think it's sort of becoming my standard opening against Protoss. It's lots of fun. You should definitely try it. You need a high APM for it, which is why I'm not. I'm not very good at it. I can't really macro at the same time as I'm flying all my Phoenix around. Um, I mean, I sort of can, but just not very effectively, as I'm sure you'll see. I probably won't show the whole game because it's 30 minutes. Just show the first 10 minutes or so, because that's the important bit. We'll stop the screen going. Yeah, on this map, it's only cross spawns. I go by the watchtower first. I don't know if there's much. Maybe there is some point. I don't know. I think if you travel from one base to the other along this route, maybe the watchtower can see you, I don't know. Maybe it is helpful. But yeah, anyway, so here I am. I go and scout his base, and I decided before I went into this game that in this PvP I was going to go for a Stargate. That's right. And Phoenixes, so I can see he's getting his gas. He's got some chrono boost, not too much, and I'm running around his base. And I can't see his pylon, so I'm getting a bit worried. There's his second one going up, but if you know the timings, you know he's sort of got to get a 9 pylon before that. So at the moment, I'm pretty worried until I scout this. So now I know it's like fairly standard play. I don't need to be worried about too much anymore, so that's all good. I'm just trying to block his Cybernetics core there, but he gets it up. Though maybe I think that delayed him a little bit. My Cybernetics core is like 10 seconds ahead. So, you know, anything you can do, it's always good. As normal, I'm going for my standard opening, which is the 9 pylon, then I get my 13 gateway, which is a bit more economical than the 12 gateway that a lot of people get. Then my Cybernetics core, start my Zealot, and get my second gas. And then I've actually got quite a bit of chrono boost saved up. I don't know that I meant to do that. Sometimes you do save up some chrono boost for Phoenix openings, just because Phoenix is built so fast, and with chrono boost it's just insane how quickly you can get them out. So yeah, I'm just waiting outside his base. This is good because obviously I want to know if a lot of people push out with the Zealot and the Stalker, and I can see that my Zealot's done and my Stalker is on its way, about to finish. So I'm expecting him to maybe push out the Zealot and Stalker, but he's not. So I know he skipped the Zealot, which, yeah, that's, I don't know, a lot of people do get the Zealot because it actually helps a lot. I mean, it doesn't really slow down anything, I don't think. So yeah, I definitely recommend getting that Zealot first. And yeah, I mean, just with the Zealot and the Stalker, if you try and take on one Stalker, then they've got to keep constantly microing away from you, and your Stalker can just get free shots off on them. So that's good. And I've started my Stargate. That was just... Actually, I just did it when I got the money. I haven't really perfected this opening, but basically I think, yeah, I went for my Stargate before my gateway. Basically, when you get the second gas, put your guys in. When you've got enough gas for the Stargate, you get that. You start warp gate research before. Actually, I was watching one of White Draw's games, and his special tactics was he actually didn't get warp gate, and he went straight to this air weapons. And that was actually a really cool build. He won it, but basically at the start he just committed, and out of his gateways he was just producing Zealots and Stalkers, I think. But meanwhile he was already getting +1 air weapons, and he had so many Phoenixes that now this is where I see when I scouted his base. I don't know if it's a 4-gate coming, but I leave my guards on the ramp anyway. Decide to send my Stalker over there. You always want to leave your sentry at the ramp, because I mean it's fine when that probe walks in. But yeah, you've got to be able to block off against these. So then I get my sentry out. You want to be sort of constantly warping in sentries until you've got about 4 of them. And then you get your guys at the top of the ramp and you can defend pretty well. So here I am. Actually, I'm going to say, did he 4-gate? I'm not sure if he did. Yes, he did. Okay. Yeah, there's his 4 gateways instantly. Now he's going to blink or something. Yeah, I was just checking that because I haven't actually looked at this replay again. And I'm hiding my Stargate tech because I know with these 3 gateways and sentries I can hold his 4-gate off for as long as I want. I thought it was a 4-gate, but I wasn't completely sure. And of course, I want to be killing this pylon. If he'd built it closer to the ramp, then when he'd got his Stalker in there, he could have warped in Zealots, whatever, on the high ground. But I don't think he had the vision just then because he warped it too far away, so that's just something else. If you're doing this 4-gate, make sure, like, obviously, the idea is that you can't get vision of the high ground, so you try and run some units in, and if any of them get past, you can warp guys into the high ground, and then, because my army out of 3 gateways is a lot smaller out of his out of 4 than his out of 4. So yeah, he just wins and he produces 4 at a time and I only produce 3. So yeah, I'm still making these phoenixes. Let's see, where are they? They're over here now. I figured I don't need them for defending, so I'm just rally them over here. When I've got 3 of them, I'm going to attack. And yeah, you always, when you're doing this, you want to keep your eye on the ramp the whole time. If we look at my vision, this is my vision now, I'm just constantly watching that ramp. I should actually be killing that pylon because I don't really need my stalkers in this ball here. Yeah, constantly produce gateways and keep your eye on that ramp. Now I'm starting to be a bit more aggressive with my Phoenix, so I don't need to worry too much. I see he's getting expansion, so the really aggressive bit of the 4-gate stopped, and I decide to start killing some probes. And it's always good. I always pick the guys off gas, and the reason to do that... Oh, there he is again. See, when it gets to this late on, you've got so many sentries that you can miss force fields, and it doesn't matter too much, so you can look away from your ramp for a bit. But yeah, then you just go back to the Phoenixes, and you just want to be as aggressive as possible and just pick off. See, he had, I don't know how many kills that was, like 5 or 6 or something. They're just so effective. See, he's lost 1,600 units, and I've lost 4. But he did get his expansion up a bit earlier than me. So he can obviously produce workers twice as fast if he's going to cut down on gateway units. And when you've got this many Phoenixes, you definitely don't want to engage their stalkers until you get quite a bit more. Now I see he's going for Robo, and I might be able to pick off that stalker, but there's another one coming, so yeah, here he is. I probably could have been caught out there by force fields. Like if he'd been watching that, he could have force fielded me halfway through. But that's where these Phoenix come in handy, because again, you just run them over and you can just pick off guys as you go. Looks like I'm out of energy. But yeah, Phoenix is just so useful. Really cool build. And I'll show another couple of minutes. Basically, how you transition out of this is when you think you're pretty far ahead. I know he's got his expansion, so I'll grab my expansion. And you always want to pick the guys off the gas. Yeah, just because a lot of the time they can forget to put it back on, and then they'll be down on gas the whole game and wondering why. At the moment, you can see he's pretty low on gas, so hopefully this harassment's been working a bit. And I don't know how many guys he had on it from now, but maybe I just can't see because he definitely had more than none. So I don't know. But yeah, no, I'm just expanding. At the moment, my macros are alright, but once it gets to late again, I decided to keep on producing Phoenix, because once you've got, I don't know how many have I got, 8 Phoenix, you can take out, I don't know, for example, 4 or 5 Stalkers easily, and in any battles, that's 8 people that they're not going to have, so that's what, 16 supply. Yeah, as you can see, he isn't very confident, and I don't know, I'm hoping I'll be able to win this. And yeah, if you're constantly using the Phoenix, you should never build up too much Graviton Beam energy, because I mean, once you've got 9 or so, in a battle you'll be able to use the Graviton Beam anyway, and you've always got to build up your army behind it. He's only 8 workers down actually. I guess that shows I probably should have been keeping up my worker production, because I could be a lot further ahead, and yeah, he's obviously been producing his. But yeah, I think that's basically it. I'm considering, yeah, so you can just pick off just these stalkers and these Phoenix by hitting them because they can just be so effective. And now I don't see an army here, so I know he's committing to attacking me. But yeah, I'm just considering whether I should leave this video going. I accidentally attacked my Nexus. I think I just realized now that he's going for a fairly all-in sort of attack, and I saw my Phoenix got damaged, so I'm worried about his stalkers. I know he's got Blink. He was getting that Twilight Council, so that's why I'm running around the whole sort of thing, and he comes from the other side. So that was good play by him. And then you can see just during battles, you can use those Phoenixes just to lift off guys. This is not how I should be doing it. He did a good thing though. He force fielded my ramp, and I don't have an Archon or a Colossus or anything, so that was like good play by him. And so I'm just trying to use my Phoenixes as much as I can. And as you can see, my macro is terrible. If I'd had 8 extra guys on the ground there, zealots or whatever, I'd be able to take him out. And the other thing is, any retreating armies you can just pick up with Phoenixes and kill them. And now I realise my macro is terrible, so I throw up some more gateways, but it doesn't really help me. As you can see, I'm still ahead in workers. There he goes, you can see. That was good play by him. At the moment, I'm pretty sure I'm going to lose these Phoenixes, so I just try and catch as many stalkers as I can and kill them, and it just forces me to get out when it gets there. But yeah, I'm going to stop now. I don't want this video to go for too long. It's supposed to be just a short replay of a game that I played. So yeah, thanks for watching. I do end up winning this, and yeah, as you can see, I'm right, although looks like his isn't too good either, but yeah, I definitely need to practice my Phoenix more. But yeah, that's basically it. Thanks for watching. Just remember, yeah, you are able to defend against 4-gate with Phoenix. You basically just got to get that second gas up, get your sentries out as quick as possible, and in my last video I showed how you use the Robo. But in this one it's the same sort of thing. You keep force fielding the ramp, and then you get your Stargate and your Phoenix, and then, like, I guess with this you can like pick off a few units. So say they decided to sit out here, then I could go like pick off a Stalker, run, pick off a Stalker and run, or whatever. Oh, actually, what you want to do is you pick off their sentries and then run your guys down the ramp and then kill everything. But yeah, that's basically it. Thanks for watching. I do go on to win this game, which is good, even though I did mess that up during the battle, and he played really well, blinking into my top bit there and then harassing me on the bottom. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.